So this is Samsung's Galaxy S22. This is the standard Android flagship of year 2022. Now we need to find out how does it compare to the competition and perform in real world. Let's start with the design. This has almost the same black color and texture that we love from the S21 Ultra. This time, they have subtly improved some important factors of design which make for a better experience. Like, they have flattened the sides and the sides aren't as sharp as the iPhones, but still they are flattened. Samsung has also given us a flat display, but what amazes me is the even symmetrical bezels around. Yes, including the chin. This symmetry with the punch hole is very underrated. Many times I think the Ultra overshadows the goodness of the regulars. They don't even get enough media coverage in spite of being close to perfect phones for most of the people. The camera setup is similar in aesthetics to the S21. Unpopular opinion, but I like the standalone lenses on the Ultra. Hope they make their way to the regulars soon. Also, this phone is very compact and light. Yes, I dare to say that to a 6.1-inch phone, but seriously, this is a very comfortable phone to use. Let's move to the display. The display here is a 6.1-inch 1080p panel, which is certainly a downgrade from S20's 2K panel. But don't get me wrong here, the benefits that we get from this resolution's trade-off are worth it. At 6.1-inch, I don't find a need for a 2K panel, and on the brighter side, it's 1200 nits of peak brightness with 120 Hz. The display's color accuracy in standard mode is outstanding, and it looks gorgeous. It's fun just seeing the UI on this phone. Also, being a flat display, there is no distortion or any reflection at the edges. Now what about the performance? It has plenty of horsepower to run any game or task you throw at it. Maybe in benchmark still Apple is much ahead, but that does come with its quirks like display dimming in even slight warm environments or heavy loads. Many people have witnessed it. Although we can't deny the fact that 8 Gen 1 also heats up pretty quickly and starts dropping the average FPS, but still, it keeps up. In Geekbench, it gets around 3500 score and 1,20,000 in Antutu. I don't think you would need any more performance than what you will get. Let's talk about the software a bit. One UI 4.1 on top of Android 12 is at a place where it has almost all the features that one can think of, while just a little less smooth than the Pixel experience. But that is the decision that you have to make. One UI has matured enough to provide good experience with so many features, and many are really helpful, like Samsung's integration with Windows, text mode, Samsung's clipboard, and above all Samsung Notes. I think they are moving in the right direction. But there are some problems like the phone might stutter when the storage is about to be full, or some stutters here and there. Battery optimization is also a problem, and some smaller things. But the main thing is, One UI is getting cleaner and cleaner without compromising on the features it offers.
Now, let's talk about the cameras. The S22 and 22 Plus have 3 camera sensors on the back: the telephoto, wide angle, and the last is 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. The 50 megapixel upgraded camera was much needed and Samsung delivered it. It's very sharp, has the capability of recording 4K or even 8K videos, which I would suggest to never use. But the photos and videos are bright, vivid, with a whole lot of dynamic range. I would say that in photos, these cameras have the best balance of dynamic range and contrast out of the iPhones and Pixels. This time, even the skin tones are natural, and you will see that when you put the phone in standard mode display. Some samples of the main camera. Now, the ultra-wide is also top tier. Great edge-to-edge sharpness, good detail considering it's an ultra-wide. Some samples of ultra-wide. The third is the telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. I think 3x is the best focal length if the setup isn't adjustable like Sony's Mark IV. It also has all the qualities of the main camera. And there is minimal color and white balance difference between the three sensors, though it has room for improvement there. I would suggest to switch off the scene optimizer as soon as you get the phone. Here are some zoom shots and video samples. Now let's talk about the battery efficiency of this phone, which is the main factor considering all that power and a considerably smaller battery, which is 3700 mAh. It gives about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time with my usage. The variation depends on if you are on Wi-Fi or 4G or how bright is the screen set. Mine is mostly at 40 to 50% of brightness. It is a really good phone and I wish Samsung only improves what small things are left. It's close to a perfect smartphone. And with that price, it's a deal. It has almost every box checked, which a general average consumer would want from a flagship phone. And I think its great camera will only improve with time, as this is the first time Samsung used this 50 megapixel sensor. It will continue to optimize software for this sensor like they did for the 12 megapixel sensor in the S21. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more such content.